everyone, welcome to a new edition of Simply Sassy. So this is actually just a follow-up to my last video of the spare bedroom, which we're about to go into. It's basically all finished, so come on in and see the finished bedroom, spare bedroom. So first, come this way and I want you to see the new botanicals that I got, the new old botanicals. I got those at my friend Sandy's shop here in Munster, Fresh Fellows, which you gotta come shop there. So those, y'all, almost might be my inspiration piece for this room because I think it's really important. To a lot of people, I've had a lot of questions of how do you start, where do you start, you know, how do you get going, do you shop for all your rooms at once? I usually try to do one room at a time, but if I happen to find something else, you know, that goes in another room and it's a great deal, then I'll get it. But before we ever moved here, we shopped in Sandy's store and I saw those and I was dying for them. So I didn't have any place. I didn't have anything lime, so I didn't think I would ever get them. So those were in the back of my mind always, because every time I saw them, I was drooling over them. But my inspiration piece for this room is actually Granny Massey's quilt. And that was my inspiration piece. But where that even began is with the bed. So once I decided to put the bed in here, I knew I was going to paint it black. So then I remembered this quilt. It was folded up and put in my quilt bag. So that's my inspiration piece. And that would be my best tip for you guys in decorating is find something that you love, something that's maybe a treasure, something that's from your family, I don't know, something you absolutely love and that you're gonna build around it. So once I did that, I knew I would use my granny's chair. I just didn't know what I would put on it. So Granny's chair is done. So we'll take a look at that. It's a lime green velvet, cotton velvet, and wasn't exactly the easiest thing to work with, but I think it looks fabulous. I may end up putting a lumbar pillow in the back. So that's done, and the curtains are in. So come around this way, and we got the curtains in. Yay! Those are from Jocelyn, Maine. So those got up, and my rod, I went to a lot of trouble. The rod I wanted it industrial. I wanted it to look like the plumbing pipes. Anyway, it has an elbow and then the rod. So that really is a plumbing rod. All of the parts cost me like $25. The rod on Jocelyn, Maine that I was looking at that was kind of plasticky and not really great was $70. So this was a much better way to go, and it was a lot of fun learning about the pipe and learning how it all fit together with the guy at Community Lumber here in Munster. So he helped me out. He'd never heard of doing this, so I was teaching him something too. So then come this way, I needed a side table, and I had been looking for another little piece of red because I've got one of those has a little bit of a red berry in it. My M on the wall is red, and this wooden tray right here is kind of a barn red or a really dark red, and so I kind of wanted to, and that was on the wall last time when we visited this room. So anyway, I wanted a red stool. I couldn't find one. I had one, it escaped me, and so this one I actually got from a friend for like $35, and it was just stinking cute. The lamp base is from Horchow Finale that Tim and I bought, oh my gosh, in our first home. And we were so poor, really $150 might as well have been $2,050 because we didn't have $150. So I've saved it all this time because it had a gorgeous lampshade and it was really pretty. And I just decided to spray paint it. Actually, my friend Sandy spray painted it. And I just ran out and got an inexpensive shade. Not saying I'm going to keep that one, but it works for now. And then the little greenery came from Bird Nest here in Munster, which is a very cute shop to shop at. The little bird I already had. And think that's it. You've seen everything else in here. You can just pan the room again if you want. And yeah. And there we go. And so that's it. The other tip I was trying to mention the last time, but it was my first video and I wasn't sure all the things I wanted to say, but I was saying when you do groupings such as this right here, it's better to do odd numbers, 1 or 3 or 5 or whatever. And it's also nice to group similar objects. So if you have a collection, it's kind of neat to group those all together. So those are my tips for today, and I hope you enjoyed Simply Sassy, and join me next time. Thanks.